to Shitcase Cinema.
Right on.
So this unpolished gem of a movie starring Steve Hawkes, whose claim to fame was being Tarzan, begins somewhat strangely when this guy is telling us what we're about to see, not to mention a load of mumbo-jumbo.
We never know how or when we will meet a person who will become a catalyst, or who will lead us to one. What is a catalyst?
Well, you obviously don't know, because you're having to look down at your notes in front of you. Man alive. Do you know what this reminds me of a little bit? This goon from Plan 9 from Outer Space, except that this geezer's got a tash, so he's more of a legend already.
A pretty girl with a problem. Who could resist? Certainly not Herschel.
Cut to Herschel, who was bombing along on his bike at 30 miles an hour plus, or maybe just 30 miles an hour tops. Now, I hope that you like shaky cam work, because the director is clearly legless here, and how many times do we need to be told that it's starring Steve Hawkes? Anyway, for whatever reason, without even talking to this woman on the side of the road, who's called Angel by the way, he goes to her house where there's a party, and our man Herschel is as straight-laced as they come. He says no to drugs, he says no to smoking, and no to women.
You wouldn't even mind if I went to bed with you.
I just don't go for a girl that acts like a tramp, even if she's very beautiful.
Well, thanks a lot. You're nothing but a dumb bastard who doesn't know where it's at anyway.
Now that's just an example of some of the amazing acting on offer. Now I actually did go back to the Oscars of 1972 to check the winners, but Blood Freak wasn't even listed, which is a crime against humanity if you ask me, but anyway. Now Angel is constantly talking about all things religious, and her sister Anne gets bored, but it seems that everyone else is up for some preaching.
Don't get her started. My sister thinks the whole world's a church and she's a preacher.
I believe, therefore I speak.
Anything she can dig, I can dig.
Now before you know it, Herschel does take some drugs, he sleeps with Anne, starts a new job, and I hope that you really enjoy seeing long boring shots of him walking around looking at turkeys, because that's all he does. Oh, and he literally makes turkey sounds for a full minute. Elvis Presley on a turkey farm, brilliant. Why is this film even called Blood Freak? Where's the horror? Where's the impending doom? The only impending dooms are fucking turkeys waiting to be slaughtered. See, that's where Elvis went. He didn't die, and he didn't go into a secret location to hide from the mafia. No, he's working on a turkey farm. So he takes more drugs, eats a turkey filled with super drugs like a caveman, or Tarzan. And look at that, kids. Drugs are clearly bad for you. Go on, lad. Ham it up. Now, a scientist finds him, but despite clearly breathing, he still checks for a heartbeat, but then he walks off, and Herschel's still having a one-man party come night time. Who leaves a person when they're having a seizure all day and all night? This guy. And this is the next time that we see Herschel. Hang on, let's just take a minute to get prepared, because this is mental, alright? This will blow your mind, so are you ready for this? Yeah, our man is now a turkey. Gone is the wannabe Elvis look. It's replaced with a giant papier-mâché turkey head. And if you were hoping to still hear him talk in his monotone, droning voice, then tough titties, because this is all he says now. It's priceless. Again, I even went back to the 1972 Oscar winners just to double check, but there was no Blood Freak there for Best Actor. Criminal. Here's the narrator giving us another update on what is happening.
You ever think about this fantastic order of things? And how far does it go?
What's he rabbiting on about? And why does he keep appearing to torment us with his drivel? Well, bollocks to him, right? Here's some mind-blowing information from me. His name is Brad Grinter. Yes, not only does he steal the show in front of camera, he co-wrote this comedy, and produced it, and directed it, alongside the one and only Steve Hawkes. Who? Steve Hawkes. Fucking show-offs. It's time for some horror now, which, to be fair, for a low-budget pile of shit like this, pulls off quite well as far as low-budget piles of shit with a turkey-headed killer go. Now, from what I gather, Herschel the turkey goes around killing people who take drugs, and he drinks their blood. See, that's another reason not to take drugs, boys and girls. I mean, Christ on a stick, words fail me. Oh, Brad, what were you thinking? This is meant to be an anti-drug, pro-Jesus movie, but I have my doubts as to whether they were clean and sober when making this tripe. Probably drinking too much red wine. Oh, but this death scene has definitely got the best scream you will ever hear, hands down. And because you like it so much, you get to hear it again. And again. I'm not even kidding, right? This goes on for ages, so get used to it, alright? Stop moaning. Look at her, she's laughing behind her arm. What's that all about? I swear, I was crying with laughter the first time I saw this. It's absolute comedy gold. Thanks, Brad. You rock. Now here's my top 10 random bullshit moments. Number 1, Brad Grinter. Number 2, the number of times that Brad looks down at his notes throughout the film. Yeah, I was sad enough to count, but when a film sucks as badly as this does, well, counting the number of times that the narrator looks down at his lines is the most fun you'll ever have. I counted, oh yeah, because I'm that kind of guy, 77 times. What a hero. Me, not him. But he can be one as well. Number 3, what sort of a party is this? It's a bunch of middle-aged to old people sitting around casually, yet we're meant to believe these are the worst of the worst when it comes to drug taking. It's probably true. Actually, Brad, you're right on the money. You say it, I'll dig it, alright? Number 4, this old guy offers Herschel a job if he's happy to wait around a week.
I could use a husky man like you out at my poultry ranch, if you can wait till next week.
When do you want yourself?
He said wait around for a week, you moron. You can tell they just messed up their lines there as it throws the old guy off, but it happens a lot throughout the movie.
When do you want yourself?
While you're around the neighborhood, do you have a place to stay?
Number 5.
How can such a big hunk of man be such a damn coward?
I'm not a coward.
Calling Herschel a coward makes him prove that he's really a man's man. Number 6. Now carrying on from the previous clip, there's a really bad cut, and I swear there's someone, it's probably our main man Brad to be fair, saying action. Just listen carefully. Looks like Wolverine is loving taking those drugs, boys and girls, which are bad for you. Number 7, after seeing Herschel and Anne kissing and cuddling, guess what it cuts to? No, just go on, guess. Check this out.
Any man who could refuse such temptations from such a girl as this, he would have to be much less a man than Herschel.
Fucking legend.
Right on.
Number 8, scientists aren't always smart and actors can't always act.
All we did was give this guy some turkey.
But Mr. Nolan, you didn't see him, sir.
He's still a man. The drug could be worn off by now. That is possible, isn't it?
Yeah, it could, Mr. Nolan. Honest, sir, I didn't think it could have any effect at all on a human.
Number 9, people's reactions to seeing Herschel the turkey range from not caring to not caring. It's just another normal day as far as they're concerned. And this woman who mumbles to herself in this one dark shot for about 3-4 minutes worries about what her kids could potentially be like.
My God, what would the children look like?
It's priceless. Number 10, epic tashes galore. And here's a bonus treat for you. This terrifying piece of music happens almost as much as Grinter looking at his script. It happens even when nothing terrifying is happening. It got to a point where I couldn't even keep a straight face when the music came on because it's so bizarrely amusing and it's so engaging and engrossing and fantastic, that I actually have it now as my ringtone on my mobile phone. So if anyone wants to ring me, that means I get to enjoy the music from Blood Freak. So, brilliant. And here's another bonus treat for you, just because I'm awesome. Herschel the turkey gets attacked by a fat woman and they have a scrap until Herschel stabs him. Or her, or it. You decide. I really don't know where I find this stuff sometimes, I truly don't. It's almost like a pro-drugs film in that it drives you to the brink due to its absolute, mindless, shambolic ludicrousness. Look at Brad's great camera work here, or maybe it's Steve Hawkes, who knows, who cares, either way, they don't know how to focus in on someone. Man, this is jaw-droppingly bad, that just results in constant confusion, endless bouts of boredom and uncontrollable laughter. It's actually slower and more painful to watch than, say, Manos, the Hands of Fate, or Return of the Swamp Creature, or Grimway Looking for Her Susan Weekend. You get pointless shots of people sitting around, or of turkeys, or of our main man Herschel walking around. Clumsy bellend, go on lad. It's such a convoluted mess. I've never seen a low-budget film this poorly made. I mean, it's literally held together by blue tack or cheap useless sellotape. You can literally see the film fall into pieces in every department right in front of your very eyes. I mean, it's breathtaking, and it should be classed, actually, I think, as a new wonder of the world, really. But anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, time for another death. There's the music, so you know what's going to happen now. Oh, fuck off! Are you even kidding me? This is insane. I think Herschel's really struggling with his method of drinking blood. What's he doing? Give me strength. How has this concept never turned into a franchise? I mean, I'm calling for a remake, or a reboot, whatever you want to call them nowadays. And then you can spin off as many sequels as you want. Get a CGI Brad Grinter in there spouting all his rubbish willy-nilly, and you've got a box office smash hands down, boys and girls. I mean, even the overly sensitive society that we live in nowadays can enjoy that. Alright? Fact. Maybe it's just a beer talking though. So a bunch more people die, and this goon even tries to top the woman's screams from earlier on. Seriously, try and watch this with a straight face. It's impossible. And then Herschel gets his head chopped off, although it astonishingly shows a real turkey getting its head lobbed off, which I won't show because it's just horrible and cruel, but there you go. Herschel's head is now on a dinner table, because he's dead. It's brilliant. But it's not as brilliant as the greatest twist ending ever. Are you ready? It was all an hallucination. Yeah, Herschel's not really a turkey killer, and all's well that ends well. Oh, and let's allow our main man Brad to have the last word on the matter.
So, let's give a little thought to making our own story have a happy ending.
Wow, what a comedian he is. Now the only thing that does remain a turkey is this movie. Now I reviewed some dirge, come on, you know I have. But nothing comes close to the absolute rotten abomination that this pile of sin throws at you.
Right on.
This truly is a bona fide shitcase classic, and I think the super drug that is powerhouse Brad Grinter has corrupted my brain and turned into Swiss cheese or something, because I'm going to give this movie a hip 10 out of 10. Can you dig it? Cheese is not my beer.